Hey everyone, it's Matthew Martin with Spade Design. Just real quick, we wanted to show you how to set up a calendar that will allow you to set up scheduled time slots for people to attend your business. Reserve a time slot. You can limit that time slot to how many people, whether you want just one person in at that time slot or you want 5 or even 10 people. They can come in per their scheduled time, and you can set that for a window. So if it's, for instance, just 5 minutes to come in, pick up their order, and leave, you can lock that time slot down to having, say, only 5 people with a window of 5 minutes or 10 minutes, and that can be scheduled throughout the day. So real quick, we're going to show you how to do that. What I'm going to do here, this is already an existing system that I use, but you have the option here when you create a new event type to do a one-on-one or a group. So it's, it kind of tells you here what all this is, but essentially if you're needing just one person to come in per each individual time slot, you're going to use one-to-one. If you're needing multiple people to come in, say you have a window that 3 or maybe 5 people can come into your business, then you'll use the group. So what I'm going to do here is set up a group one, and you'll notice that just in order to do a one-on-one, you just don't need to do some of these options. So event name, we're just going to call this maybe order pickup. For adding a location, I'd recommend you put in your address. For different business types, this video is going to go out to a lot of our clients, and there's a lot of different industries. So if you're doing video calls, a video tour maybe for realtors, or a consultation call, all of these different options are available to you. We use Zoom for web conferences. You also have GoToMeeting. Both of these, when a person schedules their appointment time, it will automatically integrate with your Zoom, Google Hangouts, GoToMeeting, and give them a web conference video link. Same thing for the other integrations. But for this, if we're doing an order pickup, they're going to be coming in person. So here we're going to go ahead and put in an address. That's our office address. You can put in specific instructions, such as maybe park inside parking lot, whatever you need. This will just be applicable to your business needs. For the description, this is going to give them some guidelines. So the section we just filled out, this is specific to your location, whether it's like street parking, etc. Here, this is kind of giving them an idea of what this whole system is doing for them. So, please reserve your pickup time and enter only at your scheduled window. You could say, essentially whatever you need. Just give them specific instructions. Maybe use side entrance, whatever you need. Max invitees in a spot. So this is going to lock down that window of how many people can book that one time slot. So for instance, 3 people, you can only have 3 people in there at one time. Anyway, please just use some follow the guidelines of social distancing. Maybe 1 person is all you really need. But if your establishment is big enough, you can do 3, maybe 5, whatever is applicable to you. Just be really careful. Make sure all the guidelines are being followed. We definitely want to take precautions here. Your event duration is how long they will be in your business. So if they're picking up their food order, this may only take 5 minutes. It may take 10 minutes, if you have to do payment processing. A lot of people that are needing to get this system up and running do not have online payment processing or even digital payment processing. So, they're having to manually take that. So anyway, let's just, for now, I'm gonna go with 5 minutes. Your date range, this is how long can they schedule out. I'd say maybe just 15 days. Who knows? You might even do shorter depending on what your inventory situation is. So 5 rolling days. Here, you're going to, your time zone, pretty much if they're picking up in person, they're going to be in your time zone. So, under availability, This is important. You're going to want to go to advanced and switch out your availability increments. This is where you have some flexibility. So if you want to allow people to schedule every 5 minutes or every 10 minutes, you can do that here. So I'd probably go with 10 minutes. That's going to give your team, your staff, 10-minute kind of windows between order pickups. You know, that's going to give them plenty enough time to get the order together, check it, get it all packaged up, ready to go. If you need less, you can do as minimum as 5, as low as 5. So, the event max per day. This is how many of these appointments you're going to do. I would just leave that blank. Minimum schedule notice, I would leave this blank as well for this situation. If your usage case requires some prep work or sanitizing the workstations or anything like that, then you may need a 1 hour window or whatever you need. So your buffer. Well, let me be more specific. So that might have been confusing. Your minimum schedule notice is someone cannot schedule an appointment for pickup. They can't do that within 1 hour. Okay, so if they're going to make a pickup, they have to at least do it an hour out. Okay, that's what this section is doing. So I may leave that blank for now, but your event buffer gives you a little bit more control over that. So you can do like a 10-minute buffer between orders. Now I would just hit next, and real quick we're going to give you kind of an idea of what what the user interface is going to look like. So let's just say I'm ordering some lunch, and I want to pick it up at 2:20 or maybe 2:40. I can even do 3 o'clock. But you see, right now it's 2:20, so that's not really going to be great. They're going to need to go cook my order. They're going to need to go create that. Whereas let's just say if you're a dessert shop, snowball stand, or a coffee shop even, you may only need that minute, so you don't need that extra prep time. So anyway, I'm gonna choose 3 o'clock. But you see, these are 10-minute increments, and I apologize, it is kind of syncing with my calendar, so some of these windows are a little off. But essentially, you can hit this 3 p.m. They can put in their name. Please share anything. Maybe they need some extra condiments or napkins or whatever. So they can type in stuff. Now, to go back real quick, I want to show you how you can control these details. You'll be able to go here into invited questions, and you can basically add any new fields that you want. Type in the question, make it required, answer type, is it button, multiple lines, checkbox, phone number, whatever you need there. So basically, you're just going to build that form for them. Now, your notifications and cancellation policies, this just kind of gives them, email reminders, communications. This is all automated, so you don't have to worry about it. I would go ahead and turn this on. That way they get text reminders. They'll get a text when their appointment is ready. So let's just say somebody pulls up to your restaurant, your coffee shop, your business. They might have to wait in the parking lot for whatever, 10 minutes. At that point, when 3 o'clock hits, they will get a text that says, "Hey, your appointment is now ready." Now you can personalize that. You can kind of control when it goes out, what it'll say, etc. Now, confirmation page is just, I would just leave that standard unless you have custom integrations or managing your site. We can do some other details there. But one thing I'd like to point out is you can collect payments through your scheduled appointments. So when somebody does a booking, you can make it connect to a payment processor such as Stripe or maybe PayPal, and you can just set the amount. So $20, whatever the case is. Now, not everybody's going to use this. This is not to integrate with, like, for instance, restaurants or coffee shops that are doing orders and have a full ticket. Obviously that amount is going to be custom based on what they order. But for other businesses and other clients that we're working with, they need maybe a set fee. Whether that's a consultation fee, an appointment fee, anything like that. So, you can maybe charge $30, $50, whatever you need. You can type in the payment terms, and this keeps all the payment processing within the booking system. So it just makes life a lot easier. You're not going to have to integrate this into your website or do anything crazy. If you get any alerts like this, just go ahead and check it out. For instance, we want to go ahead and lock that time zone. So we'll say, it's locked to Central. We're in the Central time zone. We're in Texas. We're in Dallas. So we're just going to lock that. Most of you guys won't have issues with that, but we do have some clients that have offices and business locations in multiple areas, spanning over different time zones, so that's important. And while I'm here, we went right into advanced, but your hours, you can set your business hours. So if you want to set this from 8 a.m. to maybe 3 p.m. or 9 p.m., you can do that. Anyway, so other than that, this is pretty self-explanatory. Once you get this done, you will. You can always view it on the live page. That way you can kind of check it, try to book something. Go ahead and do it as if you were one of your customers, and make sure this is working how you want it to work. Once this is done, you want to make sure the event type is on. That makes it live and publishable. Hit back, and you'll be sent to your main screen here. What you need to do is go ahead and hit this button, the add. You're going to hit the gear, and you're going to hit add to website. Depending on what you need here, you have different options. You can do a pop-up widget. This is really popular for a lot of people. We can embed it right on your site. It'll just be a pop-up, kind of like a chat system would be. The other thing, and this is what most people are doing just for simplicity and to hurry up and get this live for your customers, it's just inline embedding it. What you do is when you select that, you're going to continue. It's just going to give you this code. Now, go ahead and send this to whoever you need to send it to. If it's us, you can. If it's us here at Spade Design, you can go ahead and email it to our support team. That's spade@spadedg.com. Just email us that code and say, hey, please make me an appointment page. This is already set up, and just input this code for us. When we get that request, we'll go ahead and get that up and running for you. We'll make it look pretty. You don't need to worry about it. We'll take care of it. We'll get it live, and we will respond to your ticket with a link that your customers can start using. Once you have that link, you can publish it. You can send it out in emails. You can send it out in text. If you have an app, you can send it through your push notifications. And of course, social media, start just blasting it on all your channels. That way you get this link out and people just start using it, taking advantage of it. So I hope this helps. Of course, everybody's situation is going to be unique. So if you have questions or concerns on how to set this up, for your specific use case, please email us and give us a call. We are really slammed right now trying to help everybody. So email is probably going to be the best bet. And our team is working around the clock to make sure, all businesses have everything they need. So be patient with us. We'll definitely get you taken care of and try to help out as much as we can. So I hope this helps. Take care.